And stuff. And then I went to the One Piece wiki page that's like, groups, just, groups of people. And there was a category that was like groups with known number of members or something like that. And it got to the Charlotte family. It was like 140, and I was like, I'm doomed. There's no way I can study for this. There's too many goddamn characters.
You studied for it? All right. Well,
I tried to review a little bit, but I realized quickly, and I was like, no, this is impossible. So,
all right. Well, let's see. All right. So, real quick to the chat who are here. Hopefully, you're able to hear me. I need you to let me know ahead of time if there's any audio issues or anything like that, because after a little bit, I'm going to be closing the chat for the sake of not just having people shout out answers or something like that. So just give me a heads up now if anything sounds off.
We're doing this legit, yo.
There is nothing more prestigious than a Veto in the Bank match.
No. I actually, that's why I had the webcam on. I might, hang on. I'm just going to, I'm just going to show this to you, the quick work that I did. There it is. Oh, the camera hasn't come back.
Okay. I was like, you're like, I just mailed it to you. Show it on stream. Like,
No. No, that was why I put the camera on. Because I was like, I've got it ready. Veto in the bank, baby.
Yeah. Everything sounds good. All right. At that point, I should, because this isn't going to be a normal episode, and the fact that I'm not going to record this, because I don't think people listening would be able to enjoy it at all, since so much of it is contingent upon pictures.
The image, yeah.
So I'm not going to be recording this as a normal episode. I will be saving the stream so that anybody who missed this can come back later. So if you know somebody who says, hey, where's the new episode? You can always say, like, well, go check the Twitch, and there'll be an archive stream on there. But we are going to be doing the Veto in the Bank contest here between Nick and myself. And the idea is to see if Nick can guess more One Piece characters than I can guess My Hero characters. And I'll tell you right now, I am usually a braggadocious person, even when I know I won't win. This one I have never felt less secure of anything. I have no idea what to expect here. The way we're going to be doing this, Ninja X3i put together a great spreadsheet. Still forgot Magu-chan in the year-end recap, but put together this all in a very timely manner.
He's on the road to redemption, though.
And the idea behind it is we're both able to get into the spreadsheet. So when it's our turn, we'll click a little check mark here, and it'll reveal a picture of a character. And then you can earn potentially up to 2 points per character. 1 point if you can get their name, and then another point if you can name basically who they were. Because I'll be honest, there's a bunch of characters I think in mind that you'll probably be able to name at least what they did or what that, but you may not remember their name or something like that.
Right. It's a way of earning partial credit.
Yeah. Because I'll be honest, there's a lot of names. I don't know. There's a lot of, I don't do great with certain series and names, so I'm going to kind of need the second category, I think, to earn any points.
No, I get that. I realize that in a way we're each at an advantage and a disadvantage in a couple of different ways. The way that I think you're at the advantage is the fact that there's just way more One Piece characters to draw on. Not even necessarily because it's been running longer, which it has, but also because there are loads and loads and loads of characters that are introduced every single arc.
Yes.
You also have the advantage that a lot of characters in My Hero Academia go by two names. So.
There is that. I will say there are a couple things that I chose specifically not to do. I won't say them now, obviously, to avoid having you be like, okay, well that's safe. I won't even think about that anymore.
Right.
But there are a couple areas where I was like, okay, I'll try to stick away from this or something like that.
Yeah, I limited myself in a couple of different ways that should become obvious by the end. But
All right.
yeah,
The last
I
thing.
actually was agonizing over how much I should limit it because it was like I know for a fact that if I do this, then Chris won't get any of these. But I believe that the rule that we each followed was this is a character that I could identify. It might take me a couple of times to guess their name, but I remember who they are and what they did. And I think that that's what we each did for every single character on our list.
Yeah,
So,
I think there were two characters that I put on my list where I didn't remember their name, but I knew who they were. I just couldn't remember their name for
right.
whatever reason. I will say this though, Nick mentioned at to start doing like studying or something like that. I did 0 for this. I didn't like. I've been actually like kind of avoiding my hero stuff because I was just like, I don't know. I think that's where it'll be the most fun is if I can
More
even
in the spirit
remote
of the competition
if I
to
can even
not know.
remotely remember these people, because there's a couple that I was like, all right, if I go back, I could probably like be like, what was that dude's name or something like that. But I'm just going in completely blind and just seeing what happens, which is why I will be ecstatic if I can earn even 1 point.
I'm aiming to get 2 characters.
Okay.
It's,
So
it's different. The only time that we did anything remotely like this was when we did Trollo T trivia, the Bleach trivia contest that you did a great job preparing and emceeing and stuff. And that one I was like, I gotta do my best. I gotta really show that I'm not just all talk. I gotta do my best up against this Bleach tuber guy. And I feel as though even though I lost that by a relatively comfortable margin, I feel as though I didn't embarrass myself.
no, not
This
at
time,
all.
in order to not embarrass myself, you get 2 right.
Yeah, let's see if I can get because there's 12 questions. So let's see if I can get 1/6 of the answers right.
But yeah.
All right. So do we want to go back and forth like one? We'll
Yes.
do one and split the other. Okay. So
So this will be a little bit awkward for us because we'll have to switch tabs. But I think in terms of the
it takes a second for me to switch tabs. So
yeah. But I think in terms of like the way the competition goes, that this is just makes the most sense
okay.
is to go back and forth.
Gotcha. So again, from here on in, I will not be looking at the chat or anything like that. So I guess I should have Discord open just in case someone needs to ping me for an emergency. But outside of that,
Yeah, okay.
all right. So do you want to start? Do you want to guess or do you want me to guess first?
I think that we'll go ahead with the order that exists in the document. So my guesses will be first, and then yours will be second.
All right. So I'll start with the first one here.
Okay. And I will put my cursor off the screen so that you have control.
Okay.
And you reveal it as you see fit.
It's up there then.
Okay. I might have to refresh the doc to make sure that I'm actually seeing. Hang on. Because I'm not seeing your check mark in there yet.
Okay.
This will take a minute based on how long the page takes to load for me.
I was say, if also you can, if you don't look at the chat, you can also use my stream too, because I'll have it up as well there.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, let's see how long that takes to load. Hang on. Will Twitch beat out the Google Doc? Or I can also, or what I can also do is chat. You can tell me who it is, and
No!
I can imagine the character, what they look like. I think that they've got a chin, 2 eyes. Oh wait, pirates. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah, that's.
It did. The stream did load faster than the document. My God.
Sometimes it be like that, right?
Okay, so I see an old man with hairy legs. He looks like he's on vacation.
Nothing you said has been inaccurate yet, so you got that going for you.
I have no idea who this is.
All right, so I guess I can reveal his name then.
I think that Now go ahead. No.
All right. So that's Gone Fall. Does that name ring a bell at all? I will say this. So I sent my picks to Ninja, and Ninja grabbed the images for the characters. This is a maybe mean one to have picked for this character because he's
Looks
not.
like it's from a cover page.
It's definitely from one of the cover page adventures. This character normally wears a suit of armor. Does that help you at all?
Is his beard visible while he's wearing the suit of armor?
Yes.
Yeah, that would probably have been helpful. Suit of armor. Is he one of the celestial, whatever they're called?
The dragons?
Yes, celestial dragons.
No,
Thanks.
unfortunately not. This was Gone Fall. He was from the Skypiea arc.
That's why I don't know who it is. Chris, you know that I blocked that out from my memory.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all of my picks are from the Skypiea arc.
Uh-oh.
That was honestly one of the ones that I was telling myself I should bone up on One Piece characters. Like I should go back over the Skypiea arc specifically. I did not reach it at all.
So I will note, I felt I was like the ones I put towards the top of the list are the ones I felt Nick had the better chance of guessing. So the fact that number one went by is not a super optimistic sign, but I have a lot of faith in you.
Okay. All right, I've managed to get the Doctor load this time. It was I just had to load it in a different tab.
Okay.
So I guess we'll head over to your picks for My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And here we go. Number one. Wha-bam.
I mean, that looks like Aizawa in a different person's costume, but that can't be the answer.
It's not. But I had never made that connection before. There's the little mustache and the black hair.
Yeah. Is it the original Ingenium? Ida's brother?
It's not, no.
Oh, dear.
No, I think the original Ingenium, you couldn't see their face through the mask, so.
I don't know. You could put original Ingenium's face in front of me on the screen right now, and I'd probably... you could put 17 faces on the screen. I'd be like, all these are equally as possible as the last.
Okay. Now, when I reveal this, I think that it might reveal the description. So, I'll tell you what. I'll actually give you a hint. Okay, imagine that they are with a woman wearing the exact same costume. No.
No, not at all. Nothing.
I can't remember. I can't remember what the name was written down as. So I'm just going to reveal it, and we'll see how much that gives away. Okay.
Water hose? Who the fuck is that?
Okay, my fears were completely unfounded.
Who the fuck is water hose?
It's a water hose, you know, Chris.
He doesn't even have a hose of water. He has a snorkel on.
That's a good point. You're not wrong. So you have no idea who Water Hose is?
No, I have absolutely no idea.
Water Hose is a hero duo that was Koda's parents that were killed by Muscular. Remember that plotline? Training arc.
Holy shit! You know, and I felt a little ambitious in my mind because I was like, I wonder if Nick's gonna do that Muscular dude Deku fought in that one arc. I don't know. I don't know his name, but I do remember him. And then you went with the people he killed. I was like, shit, he's not showing up now, isn't he?
Listen, when you're competing for the Veto in the Bank contract, Chris,
you got
be fucking people in the chat because I asked our Discord for a little bit of I'm not sure if I should do this or not, and so someone was like, Nick, are you gonna do that one manga guy? And I was like, that guy is way too memorable. Fucking.
Jesus. All right, so that's 0 and 0.
I guess that since you revealed that you think that the top of your list is I have a better chance of guessing, I completely randomized my list order.
That's fair.
There is no rhyme or reason to the order these guys pop up in.
I should also say it's not 100% guarantee
No.
that you're going to get the top ones and none of the bottom ones. I just felt like these were probably the easier ones.
All right.
All right, so we'll go back here. Here is the second One Piece character.
Okay. I know. All right. This guy at least rings a bell. I had no idea when I looked at the first guy. So I think that this is one of the guys who shows up in the Colosseum battle for the Mera or the Fire Fruit.
That is correct. I mean, you can see a Colosseum behind him.
I did realize that as I started to say that. I believe that this guy ends up joining the Straw Hats or the Straw Hat fleet as like the 7th whatever officer or something like that. And I know that you were kind of harping on this guy for being completely unmemorable next to all the other people who get involved in it.
That's enough for a point for the generally who they are, but can you remember their name?
The name Orlumbus comes to mind but I think that's the giant.
That's actually it, Orlumbus.
Oh my god, that's one.
That's it. So you get 2 points there.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's Orlumbus, everyone's favorite Straw Hat Fleet captain.
Absolutely.
I don't recall if he even has a fighting style of any kind. I think he just throws people, which is why he's my favorite member of the Straw Hat Fleet for that reason. There's literally nothing unique about him, and yet he is still given like the designation of one of the most interesting members of the Straw Hat Fleet.
I think it was him and the boxer guy that we were just like, why the fuck are these guys?
I know Orlumbus, I think the only reason I actually had him join is because he statistically brings the most numbers to the Straw Hat Fleet. I think he commanded like a huge group of people.
Several hundred something.
Yeah, Iota, whatever the fuck the boxer's name was. I think he just was a long arm guy who punched people. But yeah, he's I think Orlumbus takes the cake though of the one who you're just like when a big group shot shows up and all the Straw Hat Fleet like Admiral people show up, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that dude. Because like you're gonna be like, oh, there's the giant, there's the Tontada guy, there's Bartolomeo.
What's the giant's name? Because that one's not springing. Well,
it's
he might be on the list, but
he's not. I wouldn't have grabbed like 2 Straw Hat Fleet dudes. Harjuden or something like that, I think is the giant's name.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. I probably wouldn't have been able to guess that.
It's a lot more Nordic, so I don't know if it was actually how it's pronounced or not. But there you go.
There we go.
Nick
now my favorite One Piece character.
Nick is on the board. Here's the thing. This is actually a secret tactic of mine because we had the same thing happen when we had to like rank all of the One Piece characters. Orlumbus was on that list as well, and we joked about it. I believe at this point now, after 2 instances, we will never fucking forget Orlumbus. He is 100% ingrained into our mind as one of the Straw Hat Fleet captains.
He's reaching crust levels of WMR meme status.
Yes, exactly. Even though I almost forgot who Crust was when I saw that one panel. I was like, who? Oh, yeah.
Speaking of heroes, all right. Number 2 over on Chris's guesses.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Here's the reveal. Oh, that one got squinched up a bit. Let me see.
That's fine. I'm assuming he's... I could assume the proportions of him.
Okay. All right. Who is that?
This looks like a bad guy of some kind.
That is not a bad guess.
I'm trying to think of the different areas. He wasn't... wait, hold on. Was he a member of Overhaul's group? He has a stupid mask, and that was like a gimmick for that group.
That's true.
And there were like 40 members of that group who were very unmemorable. So... I'm going to say that he was a member of Overhaul's group.
No.
Well, that's... Okay, can I guess a name?
Go right ahead.
Stealth Snake.
No.
He kind of looks like Solid Snake. Or
if he weren't wearing the suit, he looks like he might be wearing like a full like bodysuit.
Yeah.
I understand the logic. You're wrong, but I see the logic.
Business Snake. That's it was that big character from that arc, right? Business Snake.
Okay. So you've narrowed down that you think he's a villain, but now you know he's not part of Overhaul's group. Do you have any other guesses?
It's not part of Overhaul's group. Where else were there even that many villains? It's weird because My Hero hasn't actually been going on, like, there aren't that many arcs in My Hero, I feel like, but I might also just be forgetting some. I don't feel like he was in the Vanguard team. Yeah, I've got zero idea where this dude's from if he's not part of Overhaul's group.
This is the one that I was most reluctant to put on my list, but I remembered that you did read this chapter. This is the villain of the second movie of My Hero Academia, 9, who got that one promotional manga chapter where he's not wearing this costume.
I didn't realize we could just put movie characters on our list. Had I known.
So yeah, that's the one I feel the worst about, but I know you read
that. As you should.
Talk about. Nick, after I gave you Orlumbus, practically gift wrapped it for you.
I'm gonna put myself down for 1 point here. I feel like Business Snake is a better name than 9, but whatever. All right, well, it was also in a promo manga chapter. Apparently he was in.
Explained to you why he was called 9 too. So.
Did you? Why is he called 9?
And I was like, I don't know.
Okay.
You were like, does he have 9 quirks? I was like, I guess.
Maybe. Who knows?
I might have had that conversation with someone else. The reason he's called 9 is never explained. So.
Well, that's awesome. All right, let's jump back to One Piece and go to character number 3. Now, Nick, you're on a roll. If you ignore the first one, but you are on a streak. Hey, that is a streak. A streak starts at 1, I believe. So, let's see if you can carry that momentum.
All right. Oh no. I look at him and I know I've seen that design before. I can forget. Oh. Was this a guy that was on like Frankie's Island or something?
I do not believe he and Frankie have ever met. Although I don't suppose that actually answers your question. I'm going to leave it vague like that.
Right, good point. Oh no. And the worst part is that like I can actually like see his manga design in my head instead, and it still doesn't help me. Is he a member of Shank's crew?
No, unfortunately, but you were very close. He was a member of Gold Roger's crew. He was the doctor of the Gold Roger crew, who now is the caretaker of Laboon.
Oh, I have no idea what his name is. Okay.
Do you even want to throw a guess out there?
Jujubee, I don't know.
This was Crocus.
Okay.
And I actually put this character on here because I can recall at some point relatively within the time we were doing WMR, he showed up in a flashback at some point. And I remember mentioning like, oh, and there's Crocus. And you were like, who? And like in my mind, I was like, yeah, that'll be a good one for this list.
You were planning.
I started writing notes that one day we're gonna do a game for all the marbles.
You know, it occurs to me that the thing about this is that regardless of actually who wins this, it'll also be proving the loser's point of like, I don't fucking remember these characters. So I can't even be mad if like I don't get one. Like, well, yeah, see, this is what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Remember who these people are. Okay.
All right. We'll go back to My Hero.
Yeah, okay. Number 3. I don't actually remember the order that I put these in. Okay. There you go, Chris.
Oh man. Is there like a German word for I feel like I remember this thing, but then I definitely also know I do not remember this thing.
Yeah, it's don't have a fucking idea.
It doesn't sound German, but it sounded like a real exotic word. I just don't think German. I mean, somebody had to be on that fucking League of Villains Vanguard team. If I just keep guessing everybody was a part of it, surely one of them will be right. God. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do a moment. I'm gonna try to go through the arcs of My Hero in my mind. There was the start. They did the Bubble Dome thing. I know it had an actual name, but I just know it as the Bubble Dome thing.
The first appearance of the League of Villains, yeah.
Then, I mean, it wasn't the school festival right after that, was it? It was pretty close.
Yes, it was. It was very close to immediately afterward. That was where,
because that's where we started. We started reading at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the stain shit, I think.
Yeah.
And then the Vanguard shit.
The Vanguard? What do you mean the Vanguard shit?
The training camp with the pussycat dolls, whatever the fuck their names are.
That's a very different series right there.
Whatever they are.
I wish your hero was tough like me. I'm distracting you. Please go on.
And then...
Come on, Chris.
If I keep going forward, I'm like, some of that stuff's recent memory, and I feel like I do not remember this dude in anything recent.
Okay.
Is he a teacher at UA?
He is not.
That's not a good start.
No.
He's not. He doesn't look young enough to be a kid at school.
Nope.
They didn't get to the point in the anime yet where they animated like that collage of fucking characters underneath every member of the League of Villains who didn't fucking matter. So I don't feel like he's one of them.
It's a good pathologic.
Why the fuck would this character be? Unless this was like a background character in a shot or something like that. And you're like, his name was Logan McClinsky, and is this Can't You See Kid's dad?
Oh my God. Can't You See Kid? Oh man, I should have done Can't You See Kid's friend.
I'd only remember him because he has like an animal head or some shit, right? Like a really dope animal.
True. Yeah.
I have no idea who this is. Zero clue.
I will reveal his name, and we'll see if that kicks off anything. His name is Harikurono, aka Chronostasis.
Not at all. No, I tried to stop, and I was like...
This is the member of the Shie Hasaikai who had the clock hands in his hair that if he stabbed you with them would slow you down. So he's the guy who's involved.
Oh, so he was an Overhaul Hark bad guy. Okay.
Exactly. So he was the guy.
So you took off the cool mask for him that I would have picked it up on.
I made sure that it was a picture of him without his mask on. Because I'm an asshole.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. You got to play the game. It makes
Chris,
up for the
between-
fact that Ninja used a non-armor picture of Godfall in my mind.
We're 1 for 6 collectively. All right.
All right. Time to keep that gravy train rolling. Nick, do you know this One Piece character?
Do I? Okay, this is one of the buggy pirates. He's the guy that Zoro fights. He's their swordsman.
I'm actually not going to give it to you off that. You need to give me his position in the buggy pirate crew.
You mean besides swordsman?
He's not just a swordsman. He actually has a position in Buggy's Pirates.
He's the... I don't believe he's the first mate, because there's one other person I think that's ahead of him. Well, wait, why would there be? No, that doesn't make any sense why there would be, because there wasn't anyone else that would... Well, I guess Luffy could have fought him and fought Buggy. Now are you talking like in his weird circus act thing? Because they're like members of the Buggy Pirates that are like, you know, the jugglers or something along those lines. Or are you talking about like shipwright kind of?
So if you were to look at this character's name, like if you were to look at this character in the One Piece Wikia, it'll say this character's name, and then it'll give you like a title that he has within Buggy's crew.
You mean like first mate, cook, that kind of thing?
Somewhere along those lines, yes. Now remember, Buggy has kind of shifted how he operates a certain bit, basically, so he doesn't necessarily... Not everyone, I think, in his crew operates under pirate terms, per se.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there's a circus theme to them, is he the ringmaster?
I'll give you at least half points, because you did get who he is. He's the chief of staff of the Buggy Pirates.
Okay.
Which is technically not first mate, because I think the other guy was first mate. Now, do you know his name, though?
What's weird is that I did mention, like, I reviewed some of this, and the Buggy Pirates were one of the ones that I, like, cast a glance over. But the exact name is not really coming to me. It's something that's, I think, honestly very plain. I don't know. Lolo. I don't know.
It's Kabaji. Kabaji the Acrobat.
I actually should have probably remembered that one.
We'll put 0.5. I hope that doesn't fuck up
0.5. Because I remembered he was a buggy pirate, but and the guy who fought.
You know what? All right, fine. Fine. I'll give you one. No, I'll give you one.
I give you 9 on my list. You can give me 0.5.
No, I'll give you one. I'm trying to be fair. I'm not trying to be evil. You know what? This guy probably should have been the first one, because thinking back on it, this one is really easy if you remember at least just like the first 5 chapters of One Piece. But all right.
Wait a minute, that guy's on a unicycle. That seems like something a clown would have associated with him.
Well, I feel like I picked this character because at one point we saw the Buggy Pirates, and I was like, oh, it's all the Buggy Pirates. And there's Kabaji and Muji. And you were just like, who? So it's like, I don't know. Maybe you won't remember all of them. All right. Let's go to my hero. I want to get on the board. This is where it happens.
I believe in you, man. You can do this.
This is where it happens.
I think you can get this one.
I feel like I remember her. She has snake hairs.
She does.
I feel like she's a hero who is a mentor to students of some kind. Like she's one of those hero mentor characters.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who she mentors. On one hand, I'm like, well, snakes, maybe she mentors somebody like Koda. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know, Horikoshi's sexist as fuck sometimes, so maybe she runs like a beauty salon and that's where Hagakure went or fucking shit like that. Let me go with a name first. Is her name Medusa?
No.
That's not a good sign. Is her name something snake related?
Let me look it up, because I don't know the meaning of the name.
Oh God, it's a Japanese name. You could just stop that. I'm never gonna get it. Heavy something. I don't know.
It's close to that, actually.
Uh,
It's not. Heavy is not in it, but it is. I think it might have like the same root or something like that.
I'm not gonna know it beyond
Okay,
that.
her name does actually have a meaning that is related to snakes, but yes, it is Japanese. So,
does it translate out to like snake lady?
it translates out to giant snake.
Nah, okay, that's fine. Who was she a mentor of? I'm gonna say it was Coda, the fucking talks to animals dude.
No, we never saw Coda, I don't think, even do any hero interning. It's a more important character than that.
Is it Yaoyorozu?
And?
Oh god, there was another one.
There's one other character. If you get both these, I will 100% give you the second. Okay.
Was it Ashido?
No.
If it wasn't that, then I feel like it has to be.
I'm going to push you towards this because I think you already deserve it. Who is the girl that was for some reason matched up against Yaoyorozu in a way that you didn't think was merited?
Wait. Oh, was it the thorn hair girl? No. The fucking karate hand girl, Kendo.
Yes.
Or whatever.
That's it. She Kendo and Yaoyorozu.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen.
That's one. All right. Let's take a guess at her name. Just it's Japanese.
You already told me it's giant snake. I'm not going to be able to know. I don't know enough Japanese to be able to like. Giganto Hebi. I don't know.
Her name is Uwabami.
Uwabami. Nope, I was never going to get that. But hey, I managed to guess eventually.
To suss out who it was.
Yeah, all right. I do recognize her design, so I'll say that. So I don't feel like the other three fucking I have no idea who those were, but this is a character where I can at least be like, all right, I physically knew that one.
Yeah, she did the whole thing where she had them do like a shampoo or something commercial with her, and they were like, I wanted to like learn to be a hero, and instead they're just there because they look pretty.
That's a shame.
So you were immediately on the right track when you were like, I feel like Horikoshi's the kind of
I had more faith in him, and I shouldn't have. I feel like by this point I should have learned to never have faith in these guys.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Let's do One Piece. This is number 5. Nick, can you guess this One Piece character?
That is the character who shows up in what Alabasta, I think is the name of the kingdom. With like Vivi, he's the guy who accompanies Vivi around. He has like and he's there for like the entire arc when they get to Alabasta as a supporting character. Up until even they leave, I remember him being in the bathhouse scene, which is very weird for me to remember, but he's there along with the king.
You're on the right track. I think it's enough I can give it to you, but there actually is a little bit more to him.
I think that he's also like Vivi's like attendant through all of that too. Like he's even traveling with her, I believe, at the very start when she's like part of the
Yes, okay. That's he joined Baroque Works alongside her. He was Mr. 8 in Baroque Works, and then he's like her attendant basically during it. During the Alabasta arc and everything like that. Now, do you remember this character's name?
I want to say it like begins with an I, but I don't know, like Ichabod or something.
It's actually very close. I'm not enough for me to give it to you, but Igaram was his name. This was one of the 2 characters whose names I did not know. I knew the character, but I was like, what the fuck is that character's name? And I had to go up and look. But I'll give you a point. You got that. So you knew who he was based off the look. I thought the saxophone might throw you off because I saw that picture. I was like, ooh, that's good. That was when he was actually in Baroque Works. So I was like, maybe he won't know it off that. But you sussed it out. Very good.
He uses that to fight, doesn't he?
What's up? Yeah. He used that, and he also has guns in his hair. He like pulls on his little bow tie strings.
I would say that if you didn't give me the rest, but
But yeah, all right. So there we go. Oops.
Yeah, I didn't remember his name. Don't remember any One Piece character's name. But
hey, you're getting them though. That's the important thing.
All right. Next up, number 5 on the My Hero chart.
All right.
Okay.
Oh God, fuck! I do know this character, but I'm.
You do? I thought I was gonna throw you with this one.
No, I don't know his name or anything though.
Okay.
Or do I not know this character? And I feel like in my mind,
tell me what he does.
In my mind, I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's fucking a Vanguard dude. And I was like, no, wait, no, that was Spinner. And I think I mixed him up with Spinner in my mind.
I would have been so disappointed.
Oh God.
Oh, come on.
I feel like I do recognize this.
I want you to know who this is.
Oh God. He's a bad guy.
He is not.
Fuck. Oh God. Wait, no. This is a Class 1B dude.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Which stupid fucking one of those meaningless fights he was a part of? Oh God, is he the dude that Bakugo just fucking clowns like immediately? he's one of that group.
That's incorrect, Chris. He's the guy that Bakugo blows up.
Oh God, what was his name?
I did not know his name when I was preparing for this.
Fuck. All he does is make like swords out of his arms, so I want to call him like, Sharp Arm. I'm just gonna give up there because I'm not gonna get it beyond Sharp Arm. Is it Sharp Arm?
No, his hero name is Jack Mantis.
Jack Mantis, Jesus.
Well, yes, I picked this guy because he seemed like he had the most nondescript look of everyone. But yeah, I figured if there was one thing you would remember from all of those fights, it was that guy getting blown up.
Well, here's the thing, because I recognized the design, and then I was like, but I don't remember anything else about him. So I was like, so he had to be a part of that fight where Bakugo just crushed everybody, right?
All right, that's half points. All
right.
Well done. I was so happy when you nailed that.
Oh, good times. All right, let's move on. Let's do number 6 here for One Piece. Nick, do you know this One Piece character?
Do I know this One Piece character? No. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm guessing he's like a Marine, maybe, but
no.
Not even that. He just has the that's what I thought. I have no fucking clue.
I love it because it's like the exact opposite of Olympus, where like this character showed up and was like mentioned in a thing, and where Olympus was kind of mentioned in, like, you remember, this one has clearly slipped your mind entirely.
He looks like he should be a really big deal because he looks like a knockoff Nazi, so he must be really supposed to be really intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Is he Smoker's grandpa or something like that? Because he's got the cigar.
No, he's actually a pirate.
He is a pirate.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't always though.
Okay, so he was a Marine, but he abandoned them.
I don't believe he ever worked for the Marines.
Okay, I don't know why he would have used to not be a pirate and that being important. Oh. What characters is it important to know that they didn't used to be a pirate, but then were?
No, they are now a pirate, but he was not a Marine. At least not in the way you're thinking of Marines.
Oh, you mean that he might have been part of the Navy?
No, I can't say more without really kind of just saying it outright. Do you want me to just say it outright?
I don't know who this is. Is he part of the prison?
Yes, he was formerly part of the prison.
Okay, you need to understand something, Chris. I don't remember any prison characters.
Which is a shame. He was a member of Impel Down's jailers. He was the head jailer, and he was actually imprisoned down there for excessive violence. So he was actually like arrested by the people there.
Right, the guy that I remember from the prison is the poison guy. So.
Okay. I considered using him, but I used this guy instead. He left. Blackbeard invaded, and when Blackbeard went down, recruited him to join his crew. And this is kind of being theorized as maybe like the Zorro opponent of Blackbeard's crew.
Okay. All right. I have no idea what his name is.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to throw out a guess?
Lockdown Larry.
This is Shiryu of the Rain.
Completely wrong. All right.
Well,
yeah, okay. Yeah, though there are so many giant gaps of my knowledge of One Piece, and that's definitely one of them. That all happened just a little bit before we actually started recapping One Piece.
I think we started right after the time skip. So like probably like a year and some change, because Marineford was like a year, I think.
Did we cover the Whitebeard battle at all?
No.
I don't remember.
Because I know I was still doing like the one on my chair with like a webcam version of Weekly Manga Recap when the new designs came out after the time skip.
Okay, then. Well,
so I think we started some point after like when they were meeting back up.
Yeah, the area in between Thriller Bark and that whole war is a very muddy period for me, and there's a lot that happened there. So
yeah.
All right. Number 6 of the My Hero Academia. Chris, do you know who this character is?
Gonfall, but in My Hero Academia? Is that a thing? Did they do a crossover chapter?
I mean, if I knew what Gunfall was, I might be able to answer that, but I don't
Gunfall
know.
was the first character on my list!
Oh, gotcha. No. I misheard you.
Oh, okay. Well, in my mind, I like to think that you've like already forgotten the characters you didn't get. You were just like gone.
I feel like this is a really fair character for me to quiz you.
No. That's that. Probably it's just in my mind. Immediately, I saw a big beard and a suit of armor.
No, the guy in armor. Yeah.
Is this? There's a samurai hero that's in like the top 10.
Yes.
Is this the samurai character that's in the top 10? I think he's like the number 8 hero or something like that.
You got it almost exactly right. I will give you full points for the description of that. He was the number 9 hero.
9 hero. Okay, yeah. I knew he was somewhere low, like Washi Washi, I think is like number 8 or some bullshit like that.
That's right.
God, what is his name? I feel like it's a Japanese name though, so I'm probably not gonna get it. Fucking Kageryu or some shit like that.
No, his name is Yoroi Musha.
Sure. That sounds about right, but I wasn't going to get it.
You got all the important information out. I do not blame you at all.
The important information is he's one of the top 10 heroes, and then nothing else.
I did actually go for most of these notes. I actually scribbled down myself, what made them relevant and stuff like that. Some of them are not relevant at all, but this one, he's one of the top 10 heroes, and he just has not shown up literally
yet to do
else.
anything yet. I don't even think was he even featured in this big fight at all.
Oh,
I know Edgeshot didn't get a whole bunch, but we actually saw Edgeshot took down Redestro and shit like that. I feel like this dude just did not show up at all. Like Washi Washi show up and shit.
If you go down the list, Endeavor was there, Hawks was there, Best Genius showed up at the end. Mirko, of course, was there. She got her arm ripped off. Edgeshot was there. We saw him at the end. Crust got killed.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Right. I think Ryukyu was there because she was involved in the whole fight with Shigaraki. Wash was involved in the rescue effort. And Kamui Woods is also, I believe, is in there too. So yeah, he's like the only one of all the top 10 heroes who's just not there. It was too lazy.
All right, you know what? Hold on, let me just. I got 3 points. Look, that's already everything else from here on in for me is just gravy at this point. So you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah. Let's move back to One Piece. We're halfway through the list now. Now, Nick, do you know this One Piece character? I feel I put this dude at the wrong spot. This absolutely, I feel like, should be the hardest character in the fucking series to name. Because even thinking about him, I'm like, what a shitty fucking design this character has.
I look at him and I'm like, he looks weird enough to be a One Piece character. I also look at this guy and I want to say he's in from Skypiea, but I'm not even sure of that. So
he is not from Skypiea.
Okay. God. Look at the background, Nick. It's so
That's actually, it'll give you a clue to where he's at.
Oh, but there's so many islands that have trees, Chris.
Is it Tree Island? Is he from Tree Island?
Oh my God. See, I'm trying to do the thing that you did where you were like going through the arcs, and I'm like, no, I'll be here forever.
I was gonna be like, is it pre or post fucking Skypiea? Is like the point I have to figure it out.
I actually, and I don't know why I'm saying this. I actually want to say that he was in like the arc that introduced Usopp. But
the Captain Kuro arc, or I guess
yeah.
Syrup Island or Gecko Island, I think they call it. No, he is not from there.
Okay. I don't know who he is.
He was, this is from the Shabody Archipelago arc, where they first get there when they're preparing to go to Fishman Island and they meet the like celestial dragons. He was one of the slaves that they use and then is basically freed, and then he joins Law's crew in that moment.
Okay. Good for him.
Again, in my mind, this dude should be the hardest because his design is fucking ass garbage, but they made a big deal that he left and joined fucking Law's crew, and you have seen him a couple of times throughout the series. Do you know this character's name?
Archimedes.
No, this is Jean Bart.
Okay, good for him. So angry. I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at you.
Oh, dude, when I was going through characters, I actually laughed when I saw this one. I was like, there's not a fucking chance in hell Nick remembers who fucking Jean Bart is.
All right.
I think most people would be hard pressed to fucking know who that character was.
All right. Over on the other side, number 7, Chris. Do you know who this character is?
I mean, he's definitely a fireman hero.
Yeah, no points for that. Sorry.
Damn. Was he like a proctor at UA during like the one exam where Bakugo and Deku had to work together?
He was not. That's actually something that I thought that he might have showed up there, but he did not know.
I mean, the only other place I can think he would have shown up in would have been like the big dome shit arc where the League of Villains first showed up.
No, he wasn't there either.
I'm not gonna be able to place where he's from then.
He is not a teacher.
He is not a teacher. Holy shit. He can't be a student.
He's not, no.
Okay, then, yeah, no. Is he just like a regular hero or some shit? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to place where he's from.
All right.
Let me think. Fireman hero. Is his name like Backdraft?
Yes!
Fuck! Yes! I guess that because I've been looking at a fireman-themed board game called Backdraft recently, and I was like, the fucking fireman-themed? Maybe that's it! I don't even know where he's from, but I just managed to guess the fucking fireman-adjacent name.
You were yes, that is his name. I don't have anything to say. Yeah, you got it. You won. All right, so you have no idea where he's actually shown up.
No, not at all.
Okay. He is one of the heroes that actually makes an appearance in chapter 1
Oh,
of the
okay.
story.
That's like
He
what
shows
Edge
up
shot Mount
when
Lady and like Beyond All Might and shit like that.
Bakugo had set some stuff on fire because he was fighting the slime villain, so Backdraft was there to help put it out, and then he also showed up again during the hospital raid.
Okay.
So
This is actually pretty. You know what? I actually like this guy's design, so I'm gonna make a mental note to keep track of him a little bit more. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna see the design again, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that dude, what's his name?" And you're gonna be like, "That was the only part of him you got right." The fucking exam. I'm gonna completely forget it.
Well, Chris, you're already at 4 points. That's as good as guessing 2 all the way through.
That really is. Look. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get both sides of characters, so that's my one out, is hoping that enough hero names have like theme adjacent names I'm going to be able to guess. And unfortunately, Medusa wasn't one of them. I was really banking on that.
No, that was a good guess. I will give you that.
All right.
Okay, number 8.
Nick, do you know this One Piece character?
Fuck. Just... Okay. I'm looking at them. And I am thinking that my first instinct is to guess a member of the Charlotte family, but they look too refined and they are enjoying like wine or champagne and not candy or sweets of some sort. So that can't be it. There's too many characters in One Piece.
Really
too many characters in One Piece. Oh no! I have no clue who this is.
Do you want to throw out a guess?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't know.
This is Ivankov's number one sort of person. He has actually I don't know their gender, so I shouldn't gender it. But they have the scissor fruit, and they were a part of the Impel Down escape and have kind of been seen along that group.
How did you know that the one part that you should focus on was stuff involving Ivankov and Impel Down?
Again, I feel like I've had a moment at some point. I think when we were doing the One Piece tier list, I feel like this character showed up on it, and at some point, I feel like you were like, "Who the fuck is that?" or something like that. That's the only reason why I put them on it. But
no, I did not even remember that there was anyone who looked remotely like this among Ivankov's group. So.
This was Inazuma was his name.
I'm so like I can't even be mad, but I'm just like, darn it. I was in my game. I did nothing to shore them up.
There was a point where I was like, if he could just name Ivankov's revolutionaries, or even like the Okama Kingdom, I think maybe I could give him like a half point. Because there are like fucking 80 fucking factions in One Piece.
All right, yeah, let's go over the other side. Number 8, Chris. Do you know who this My Hero Academia character is?
Oh God, I feel like I should. Why is he just wearing like a fucking gigantic like Dinobots helmet that doesn't fit though?
Oh.
In my mind, I want to say he's like a Class 1B character, but I feel like we didn't see him in like the fights.
You're saying that we covered those fights, and you would remember this design showing up.
I feel like I would have remembered that kind of design during it. Also, if he was, I mean, we did again. Like, there's a little bit of an advantage on my end in that, depending on the image used, kind of tells me a little bit. They didn't animate the Class 1B fights yet, so I mean, he could have easily shown up in like a fucking, panel or something like that. Okay. What my mind's saying is he one of, oh God, hold on. Is he, no, I don't remember. There wasn't that cool of a design in the overhaul mask group.
No, absolutely. Everyone had like Plague Doctor stuff, basically.
He looks like a kid though. Like
He
he
does.
looks very young. Oh wait, is this a dude from the license exam?
No.
Fuck. All right, I know. I'm out then. I don't have anything then.
All right. This is actually a teacher at UA. He conducted Ida and Ojiro's final exam arc. He had like construction
Oh,
equipment
my
and
two
stuff.
most favorite characters, Ida and
Yeah.
Ojiro.
The ones that got very little focus during all that because Ida just ran fast and Ojiro hung on and didn't help because he's Ojiro.
That's how they handled. Did they still fucking pass Ojiro? They're just like, you showed great ingenuity in the moment by grabbing
his back.
by grabbing onto the super fast dude and not doing anything else.
He also showed up later on when Deku went to go see Mei Hatsume, and that's hilarious scene where she fell over and her boobs were in his face. He was there because apparently he works in the development studio when she's there all the time. Do you want to guess at his name? I will give you a huge hint. You went for Dinobot head. That's supposed to be like an excavator. Like
okay, yeah, that's what I'm now seeing based off that. But unless his name is just excavator, I can't think of anything else that'd be like adjacent, like bulldozer.
No, his name is Power Loader.
Okay, that's fair. I was worried you were gonna be like, no, his name is like Metal Cruncher or some shit like that, like metal Rhino. Like that's not.
Or like Tsubasa no. All right.
Let's move back to One Piece. Number 9, Nick. Do you know this One Piece character?
Is her name like? Oh gosh. Oh, this one is actually really frustrating because I'm very close to it. It's something like Kikyo or something like that.
No.
No. Okay, so she's got the spider thing going on. Okay, she's like associated with, I think, like the revolutionaries or something like that.
I don't think she has any formal affiliation with the revolutionaries.
I keep on scratching the freaking thing.
No, you're good. It's very frustrating when you're just like, oh, I feel like I vaguely know this character, but I don't fucking.
Oh my god, she's like, and a lot of it is just like the vibe she gives off too. So that's part of the frustration. Is like, oh my god, I feel like I remember when this character like shows up. Oh man.
She's smoking, so you know she's over at least 18.
I don't know. Is it something like Aranya or something like that off the spider?
No. I mean, it might have something in Japanese, but...
Right. Kumo!
No.
Damn. Okay. I just get this image in my head of like she shows up when Luffy's had the shit beaten out of him or something like that, and it just stands there looking stern and commanding. Like that's, but like nothing else is coming to mind.
All right. Well, you've guessed her names a couple times, and I don't think I can give it to you on that. It's Shaki, aka Shakayaku.
Okay, I have definitely heard. I do remember that. And like you say that, I'm like, okay, you're right, yeah. But like, I would not have gotten that just by guessing. So,
any shot at who she is?
No.
She runs a bar, Shaki's bar on Shabadi Archipelago, and she has a relationship with Raleigh. Kind of implied that they might be fucking.
Right.
And she's the one who kind of helps coordinate all the Straw Hats to come back to the archipelago and everything like that. She definitely seems she knows a lot about One Piece as well.
She's there when Luffy's had the shit beaten out of him. I was actually
yes, yeah. I was like, I thought you might get it off that because like, there's not that many times he's gotten the shit beat out of him, but.
So I should have probably kept on going down that way. All right, no, I didn't get enough on that one. Okay.
No, that's all good. That's all good. As I said, I felt my list got harder as it went along, so it's absolutely possible it might get more frustrating.
Okay, so let's go to number 9. Chris, do you know who this My Hero Academia character is?
Okay, wait. Yes, hold on.
Okay.
This dude was a part of the Vanguard team.
You are correct.
I'm trying to remember everybody who was in the Vanguard team. Mr. Compress was in there. Spinner was in there. This guy had a gas-related ability.
Yes.
And Tetsu fought him because he was the only one who could like get through the gas, I feel like.
That is absolutely enough for me to give it to you. Yes.
Okay.
Do you know their name?
For some reason, and I don't know if it's just because I'm thinking of that joke in Simpsons where like the skin flipping gas it like leaks in through the window, but I want to call him like Skin Ripper or something like that. But that's all I'm gonna be able to get. I mean, if I don't do that, then I'm just doing like mustard or some shit like that. So
it's mustard.
Holy shit.
That's your first. You got 2 for 2 on. Good job, man.
All right, there we go. That actually was. Look, I guess as I said, I did not study the League of Villains Vanguard team. I just kept them in my mind at one point. I guess maybe that's because that's when I think that's relatively early on when we started really reading My Hero. Like I think that was the first like major arc that had like heroes set up against villains. So for some reason that dude kind of stuck into my mind a little bit more.
Yeah, we picked up, I think, right like as the School Festival arc was kicking off because we came in right after the first appearance of the League of Villains, but they didn't have like any members beyond like Shigaraki and Kurogiri, basically.
Yeah. So. All right, here we go. Oh, I feel real good. I got a 2 on somebody. I'm happy. You know what? It's all gravy. All right, Nick.
I think they're in the lead by this point, which is bad for me because there's not a lot left, and I keep on going like, I don't know.
Well, you might surprise me in one of the characters in here. So, Nick, do you know this One Piece character?
Oh, this is.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He is a Marine. Yo, I love that there's fucking One Piece fanboys in our chat. Every time I reveal a character, they just scream too easy. Like, yeah, no shit, you fucking you love One Piece.
So I love One Piece too, but you have to understand. When I went through it, I was looking through it.
This dude, if I did a list of the fucking 100 most relevant Marines, he might be like fucking 43, you know? Like, he is not that significant of a character in the grand scheme of things.
I don't remember when he shows up. That design, I remember seeing that design. Because how can you forget, like, when a guy with a cat ear hoodie and cat whiskers shows up?
So I'll say this.
I want to say he uses swords, but that's like.
Well, I'll say this. He only is really relevant for one arc.
So is it like one of the really early ones when Luffy's like when they run into the Marines early on and have to run away from them, basically?
It's close enough in that vantage point, yeah.
Okay. Does he work for Garp?
No.
That one. Okay. Wait, the Marines. Oh, wait. Is he one of the guys on the Orange Island where Zoro was held captive? Because, like, there's that one guy. I forget his freaking name, but the guy with the arm who Luffy has to punch. And that's when Helmeppo has the gun that turns into the mallet gun thing. Because if there's going to be one early arc where they fight against Marines, that would be it, right?
No, unfortunately not. This guy was from the Arlong arc. He is the Marine that is basically taking bribes from Arlong to kind of overlook everything he's doing on the island, and took all of the treasure Nami was going to use to pay off her debt.
All right. I see. I forgot that was an element of that arc, so there's no way. So in a way, it was the perfect disguise. Him probably proclaiming himself a Marine. I don't know what his name is.
His name is Captain Nezmumi.
I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of a catty sort of thing.
As I said, mine I feel like gets harder, so I don't feel super frustrated.
All right. Number 10, Chris. Do you know who this character is?
He looks like fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yes, he does.
Wait, yes, I do know him. This is Sandman, because he's the dude who who gets killed when the League of Villains is taking Overhaul.
If there was one character on this list that I was counting on you recognizing, it was him. Yes.
Holy shit, because I was like, wait, I do realize we called somebody Hulk Hogan. Now, what was his name?
The neuropaths go off.
Yeah, fuck. He had a stupid name.
He did, yes.
Is it like, I know it had sand in the name, or I feel like it had sand in the name. Is it like, fucking Sand Sun?
So you saying that sand is part of the name is, I think, limiting your imagination, but only a very, very, very slight amount.
Is it Desert Dude?
No, that's not what I mean.
Okay.
I mean that the fact that you think that sand is in his name is because his hero name is very close to sand, but it's not. It's something completely unrelated.
No, I'm not going to get it then.
It's Snatch. I have no idea
why. Why? He turns to sand. That doesn't fit on theme at all. Oh man, thank God that dude had the fucking stupid Hulk Hogan mustache.
making you remember who it was, if not what his name was.
Yeah, well, I remembered the Hulk Hogan mustache, and then I could see the car in the shot, and I was like, oh right, that was like the fucking okay, that dude. All right, I feel fine with that one. That was a dude who there's been a couple characters on this list, especially early on, that like if you said to me like if they showed up in the series again, and then you explained to me who they were and everything, I would still be like, okay. And I shrug my shoulders and be like, if you say so. This is a dude who I at least would remember. I do remember the mustache. I think he's dead, though, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he's not showing up again.
I was going to say something along the lines of like, oh yeah, but you don't have to worry about that because he's dead. But then I thought, well, but they could always do a flashback
or they just fucking give it's like a Rise of the Skywalker. Like Deku has a big moment and all the dead heroes have to encourage him on. So it's fucking Crust and Snatch.
And also Snatch is there too for some reason. And Deku's like, who are you? I never met you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So these two are really mean, and I apologize.
All right. I think that it's impossible for me to catch up at this point.
I know. I think you still have a chance. But Nick, do you know this One Piece character?
Yes, it's Margaret.
Holy shit! I didn't even know this character's name.
She is one of the most important characters among Hancock's Amazon girls, but she's not Hancock or one of her sisters, and she uses her snake guy as a bow.
Yeah, that's enough. I can give it to you. She was specifically Luffy's companion during the Amazon Lily arc. So, I don't even know if you can call it an arc. It was like fucking 4 chapters, but... But yeah, no, you got that exactly. The fact that you got her name is what surprises me, because I knew I wanted to use her because I was like, she's kind of a forgettable character in the grand scheme of things. Luffy has like a fucking female companion character in like every fucking arc. So I was like, what's her name? So I went to like the Amazon Lily page and I clicked on fucking 6 different Amazons before I was like, all right,
where is she?
I eventually just went to like how they categorize every fucking One Piece character by power. They had like a section for fucking snake bow use, and I clicked that to find out what her name was. I was like, that's who she fucking is. Good.
Oh man.
All right, there you
All
go.
right,
That puts you right back on the board.
Okay, number 11, Chris. Can you name this character? Oh, this was okay. Before you even try, Chris,
Okay.
I'm really sorry about this.
I don't like the sound of that. I mean, she's a UA student, or at least was at one time.
Yeah, yes. There you go. There you go. That limits your possibilities down.
I mean, I feel like she's a class 1B student.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's not.
Oh, fuck. Boo. Where else would there be a class 1?
Because she's not one of the 6 girls. That,
Yeah.
so.
Unless this is Hagakure and she got like fucking power revealed on her, basically. Are there? I mean, I know there are older kids in UA, but in my mind, I cannot for the fucking life of me think about who they are, or if any of them have had any significant role in the story to this point. I mean, it has to. I feel like. Fuck, what grade are like Mirio and them in?
They're in 3rd year.
So I feel like this is a second.
There was the whole big deal about how Nejire was going for the beauty pageant thing, and it was her last year to try and win it. So
okay, I feel like this is a 2nd year student then.
I mean, she might be. I don't know.
No, I have no idea.
Okay. I don't think it's actually possible for you to remember to know this name.
Okay.
Because
was it ever revealed?
Named in the series.
So then any name is as valid as any other, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Or is their name Stinky?
Okay, Chris, what's my favorite arc of My Hero Academia?
I think you like the school festival arc.
Yes.
Okay. She would be someone in the school I don't even think I've fully read the school festival arc, so
okay, that is why you failed. So.
I was gonna say there's a period of time I don't think I've ever read since where we did it for the recap, like when we reviewed it initially for like a recommendation, to when it started getting English simul published. I don't think that section of the manga I don't think I've ever actually read.
Okay, Chris, do you remember that there was the whole thing about forming the 1A band?
Yes.
Do you remember why Bakugo decided to join the band?
Because he like has a lot of energy and drums is a good outlet.
No. Okay. No. So the reason why was because there were 2 shitty assholes being mean to 1A because they were the cause of everything being dangerous at UA. And she is one of those 2 characters. She hung out with a guy who had a big weird chin, and then they went to the concert, and Jiro's singing was so great that they realized that they were being assholes, and so they apologized. And Bakugo replied to this by going, "We won."
I have to ask, does this character actually legitimately have a name?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Shikuchi.
All right. I don't feel nearly.
This is absolutely the meanest one that I picked for this list, and I feel a little bad about it. But she is one of the first characters I thought of when I was like, how do I think of characters from My Hero Academia that Chris probably won't guess?
Look. In a world currently where we're dealing with the ramifications of somebody currently being unable to accept the results of a contest they probably have lost, I will not make a big deal of this, but this definitely felt like cheating.
It's a good thing that you're probably gonna win, isn't it?
We still don't know. I didn't think you had any chance of fucking guessing Margaret, so you might be able to do this.
Okay, so
yeah. All right, Nick, this is the last One Piece character.
Number 12.
Can you get this character?
Oh, I feel like I should know this. Is this the guy who becomes besties with Django?
No.
I think that's his name.
No, you're thinking full body. That is not full body.
Okay. I feel like I should know who this is. I really do. Oh, he's clearly someone important. He's got shoulder decorations.
That's the key to whether or not you're important in One Piece.
I mean, name a character who's got them who isn't important.
That is true.
You can, because they're too unimportant. Well, if I look at the background, there are ropes leading to a ship's mast.
There's 4 clouds
on a boat.
based off the weather patterns of the One Piece universe. This must have taken place on a fall island.
Oh my god. And the big problem is that I keep on looking at him and I think, isn't that the guy who befriended Django? No, it's not him.
I trick you and I'm like, huh?
Oh no. Yeah, let me look a little. Alright, he's got the weird F or key patterns on his face. I don't know, is his name Felix?
No. I'll reveal his name. His name is Yorkie.
Calico Yorkie. Calico. Like a cat? Is that one of the Foxy Pirates, Chris?
No.
Calico Yorkie. Okay, we brought him up earlier. Is this one of God, freaking Claw's glasses guy?
Captain Kuro's pirates? No.
Dang it. I don't know. I don't know.
This is the captain of Brooks' old crew who died in the flashback, the captain of the Rumbar Pirates. And Nick, I feel deep
shame about not knowing that.
I put him at the bottom of the list specifically because when we did the One Piece tier list, neither of us knew who this character was. We both were like, who the fuck is this? Until someone said, Yorkie, the captain of Brooks' crew. And I was like, oh yeah.
The symbols make sense now because music. Yeah. So, all
yep.
Right.
This was Captain Yorkie.
You know what I really should have done, Chris? Is I should have rewatched that tier list.
You should have. I think at least half the characters that are on this list were ones that when we did that list, were like, who the fuck is this?
All right, so that's 0 from that. It makes me.
Don't look at the score.
Well, Chris, it's very important that you get this last answer. So.
Look, everything comes down to this.
All right, Chris, I need you to focus like right. You've never focused before, okay?
If I do not get this question right, I lose everything.
Why not? All right, Chris, do you know who this character is?
That animation quality is so good. I feel like this character is only from a movie or something like that.
Nah, he's not.
But, I feel like I do remember this. So he's got bamboo shoots all over him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's adored, so I feel like he's a hero.
Okay. That's strong logic here. Let me actually see if that's all. That looks a little bit better.
Where would this character have shown up?
Also, there's not a great look at him, so maybe he's not very prominent.
That is true. I'm actually now a little bit distracted by the guy who's directly to his left because that man has a very odd face and I believe no nose. And I'm a little concerned about him.
Like, I'm actually the guy that Nick wants you to guess, Chris. Guess me.
Well, there's like the side of me is like everybody to the right got a lot of design, and then someone was like, "Shit, we just got empty space in the back to the left." And some like 5-year-old was like, "I'll fill it in, Dad." Just drew a face in. God, this guy's design is actually like it's kind of ringing a bell, but I can't tell if it's just me generally kind of thinking of general Horikoshi designs.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, I'm almost like, is this a character who like was a hero, got injured, and became someone else? And I don't think that doesn't make sense in my mind.
No.
All right, I'm gonna guess on his name. Is his name Bamboo Shoot?
I mean, it might be. We don't ever actually learn what his hero name is.
Okay. All right. I thought this was gonna be another one like this character never technically got a name.
No. He got a name. He is
Okay.
named in the series in dialogue.
I'm trying to think. Then this isn't Aizawa and Present Mike's friend. I don't think.
No,
Because he died when he was like a
He was
kid.
a villain. As far as actually, no. We know that he's still an active hero. Actually,
Okay. This guy's still an active here. If we don't know his hero name, then it wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been like a mentor.
You were kind of along the same path because you were mentioning stuff in the past. He first shows up in Black Borders.
In a flashback. That's why my mind's like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to connect him that like it's something we learned about in the past. But
yeah.
Who else will we learn? Well, I don't think Coda was in a gay relationship. Like his parents were in a gay relationship. So this isn't the other side of that relationship.
Coda, Chris. The entire time I was preparing for this list, you know what character I never thought of? Coda. Because I don't like him.
So I don't think it's the other dead parent. What other flashbacks is this?
Coda. God.
Yeah, sorry, Coda.
Oh God.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think right now of any other time there was a flashback, and the only thing I could think of is like the Overhaul arc when we were kind of like being shown why Overhaul is kind of against the idea of like a villain society.
That would have been an interesting idea if I went for the old boss of the Husite guy.
Yeah, I don't think I would have picked him out, but it's just the general like Eastern aesthetics is making me think Overhaul, I guess. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this guy.
This is Gentle's former classmate. Do you remember when we had Gentle's flashback? You go through the whole thing that explains why he became a villain. And one of the big moments, one of the more memorable, I will argue, moments, is when he runs into his former classmate, who is now a pro hero, adored by the public, and Gentle's like, "Hey, do you remember me? We went to school together." And this guy says, "Sorry, I don't remember you at all." And that's why Gentle decides that he should be a villain, so that people will remember who he is.
All right, that's fair. I'm not gonna be able to. I assume this guy just has like a general Japanese name. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to.
Calls him by his just Takeshita.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Shishimoto Origami or some shit like that. I don't know. All right, that's fine. That's fair. No, I mean, Chris, again, his design looked good. Well, Nick, hold on. Let's go through this.
I think actually you kept bringing up the design, and I think one of the deliberate aspects of it is that there are certain similarities between his costume and Deku's that I think are actually deliberate.
It's actually not that's fucking with me for some reason. It's his face and Hawk's. For some reason, I'm like blending the two of those together really hard, and that's what's really screwing with me. Yeah, I think that's what's screwing with me on that. All right.
Let's do a full recap.
So, Nick didn't get Gonfall at all, which is unfortunate.
No, 0.
But you did get Orlumbus, 100%. You got everything. You got his name, too, which I'm very proud of you for. Then there was Crocus, which a lot of people in the chat were very angry you didn't get, but that's fine. You know what? You're good.
I made so many enemies in the chat today, actually.
Kabaji the Acrobat, you got him. You didn't get his name, but you got who he was. And you got Igarim as well. So that's 4 points right there. So this isn't being correctly totaled. That's great. All right. And Infamous Ninja did let me know about that ahead of time. Shiryu the Rain, you didn't know at all. Jean Bart, you didn't know at all. Inazuma, you didn't know at all. Shaki, you didn't know at all. Oh, that's because I didn't fill the points in here. That's why. You got Margaret. Which, again, blows my mind. I didn't even fucking... like, I wouldn't have gotten Margaret's name. So, I'm very happy about that. And then, unfortunately, nothing with Calico Yorkie. So, 6 points.
6 points.
That's better than you thought originally.
I said that I wanted to get 2, and I got partial credit on a couple, and I correctly guessed entirely 2.
Yeah.
So that very slightly beats out what I wanted to get in order to not completely embarrass myself. But as it turns out, Chris, I still completely embarrassed myself. So anyway, this aside,
yes.
that's a total 6 points for me.
Yeah, 6 points is very good.
You did not get Waterhouse.
No, still don't know who that is. Like, I know you told me, still doesn't ring a bell.
You did not get 9. You didn't see that movie.
No.
You did not get Chronostasis, but we covered that arc, and he showed up in multiple chapters.
That is that actually is a character I 100%. It was a great pick. It was a good call to not use his masked version because I probably would have gotten off that. But I do remember he did get his mask taken off, and we did see him without his mask at some point. So that's 100% a great one.
Uwabami got you on the board. You didn't remember her name, but you remembered who she was. So there you go. Jack Mantis, same deal, but you were a lot stronger on. You knew almost right away, wait a minute, this is that guy that Bakugo blows up. So there's another point there. Yoroi Musho, you remembered he was on the Billboard charts. You almost got his rank exactly correct. Again, no name, but 3 points. Backdraft, you didn't remember who they were, but you
I just guessed the firefighter adjacent name and got it.
Then there was Power Loader, which I think you were thrown off because he looks too young. You were thinking you were throwing out all these.
He looks like Kirishima with a fucking Dinobot mask on or something like that. That's where my mind kept going.
Weirdly small and young, so yeah. I do understand why you didn't think he was a teacher. Then there was Mustard that you got both points on because you remembered exactly who they were, and then after a couple of guesses you landed on Mustard, mostly because mustard gas is pretty straightforward name. So there you go. Then there was Snatch, who you remembered exactly who that was. You didn't remember his name because, his name has nothing to do with sand unless it's in Japanese, whatever. So that is 7. Well, okay. So then you didn't know who this obscure character was.
And some would argue may have never had a real chance to know who it was, but
and then you did not remember Takeshita. That's okay, because Chris, you got 7 points total.
I have the veto in the bank!
Which means, Chris, I'm going to turn on my webcam for this. Chris, here is the veto in the bank contract. It's very impressive and formal looking, and it was not something that I just threw together.
Wait a second. We're not getting video quite yet.
Okay, wait for it to come in. Hang on. Where's my, come on. Could not connect your selected camera. Well, what good are you then, Skype? Okay.
I love the prestigious ceremony.
Everything's falling apart at the Nick headquarters over here. We were really counting on a big win, and so we really didn't have the concession speech prepared. We were just so confident.
I was like, I did not think I had a chance at this contest. I was like, because the One Piece characters I picked. Now, granted, again, we mentioned before, I did have advantages in just the nature of the fact that One Piece has been running for fucking 20 years at this point, and My Hero has been running for 5 or whatever. So there is a lot wider span of that, and I intentionally kept that in mind. I did not include certain characters. Like initially, I put one of the Del Paco, I think is his name, one of the underworld bosses. And I was like, this dude has done nothing but been in one big covers, like 2-page spread, basically. And even I don't know who the fuck this is. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to use him. I decided not to use any of the Charlotte family because there's fucking 400 of those kids. And if I just if I pick one of the big ones, it's not going to matter. And if I pick one of the small ones, it just feels kind of cruel. And I think there was someone else. I tried to avoid using anyone that was one of Whitebeard's 5th lieutenant or something like that. Although I did consider Josu, and then seeing if you would look at him and be like, is that just John Bart again? Because they have very similar designs.
I feel as though the next time that Backdraft shows up in My Hero Academia, you're going to look at him and go, Backdraft, that's the guy who won me the veto in the bank.
I really do. It has to be stressed. I won the veto in the bank by blind guessing a firefighting adjacent name.
Well, Chris, the audience has decided that I am the heel in this matchup, so the hero won today, I guess.
Yeah, Damian Sandow has won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and we'll have a prestigious match for it now. Oh wait, he was the heel when it happened. It's just he fought John Cena, so he was basically the face.
And God, that match sucked. So, I hereby decree the Veto in the Bank contract to you, which basically means that I can take my microphone case and take the label off of it and use it as a microphone case again.
Okay.
And not pretend that it's my Veto in the Bank contract case going forward.
That's fair. I will diligently work to construct a great Veto in the Bank contract case that I will then somehow rig to autoplay Dolph Ziggler's "Here to Show the World" when I decide to finally implement.
I was gonna do that. I wanted. I had so much shit planned. I was gonna do stuff like every new series that's like kind of bad but not worth doing a veto on. I would pretend I was gonna cash in and then walk away with it. That's happening now. Now I have to be the one who's waiting with bated breath.
Well, now there's also the opportunity too for us to throw out there. Do we want the stipulation to be like the real Money in the Bank contract? I have 1 year to use it.
I don't think enough manga comes out in a year. I think this will just be. I think we'll wait until a reasonable amount of time, and then when we think about it, we'll be like, Chris, you haven't defended that Money in the Bank or that Veto in the Bank contract in a while. You've got to.
I'm immediately I should be like fucking Otis, or what Otis should have done, just immediately fucking cashed it in instead of like leaving it to be thrown on the line and shit like that. Okay, and I want to note this as well, because I'm seeing people in our Discord and the chat also bringing these things up. I intentionally didn't include super obscure fucking Marine characters. Like, for the moment, I considered Strawberry, who is a Marine who is only significant in the fact that his hat is so tall it's never in panel, basically. And I was like, I don't think he's done anything else that's relevant. And I feel mean if I put that character in there when I have, again, like 20 years of manga worth to work with.
And on the other hand, everyone's calling me out on cheating. Look at how the scores turned out. I had to.
I think you actually picked some really good choices considering how limited amount of stuff you had to work with. Because it would have been rough if you had picked like 4 characters from class 1B or something like that, you know, like, or like 3 members of fucking the Shiai Hasakai or something like that, you know?
People were asking if I was going to do like more than 3 class 1B members, and I was like, no.
Yeah, so I think that you picked actually really good options considering like you have 1 mentor character in there, 1 big hero in there, like a side character, like 1 teacher from the school. Like, you actually came up with a very diverse list, I feel like.
Yeah, and you had a lot more really early characters in there too that I was not thinking you would do. So
I tried to pick, if I pick someone, I tried to pick like 1 character kind of from a location or something like that. A couple of them ended up having a lot of significance during that period of One Piece where it all kind of blended together, like from Shambadi Archipelago to when they start going towards Fishman Island. There were like fucking like probably like 40 new characters got introduced in that grand scheme of time. So a couple of them show up like that. John Bart, Inazuma, and Shaki were all from that time period, but all from like different parts of the same area.
So Chris, I did think about potentially being much meaner about this. For example, I was going through lists of characters and stuff like that, trying to find some good options. And I kept on, when I was trying to look up, some good options for like pro heroes, I kept on pulling up stuff for characters from like Vigilantes. And I'm like, no, I can't do that because I don't read that series. That's not legitimate. I've got to choose characters that I would at least be able to recognize if I saw them. And some of these are some pretty obscure ones, but if I saw them in the proper context, I'd be like, yeah, I know who that is. I know what they did. So yeah, I feel the need to justify myself, especially because I lost anyway. So everyone can shut up.
Yeah, shut up, guys. You're the assholes here. You're the monsters.
I can't believe you forgot that guy, Nick. I was like, shut up.
Look, it's not even that. I want to note something. Fucking like, Yorkie's not even the real tragic figure of the fucking like of Brooks' flashback. It's fucking Laboon. Like that's probably why we don't remember him. It's like
Also,
Puffing Tom.
Also the whole crew that dies.
Yeah. I mean, the whole crew dies. I don't even think he's in that final. I feel like he dies before that even happens. So
I think you're right. I think that they mentioned that the captain's dead, and then they have the big.
yeah, like they
So
he dies of like a disease they can't cure as they're trying to go like escape the Grand Line to try to save everybody, and then they get lost in the fog or whatever, and then they all just play Bing Sake and everyone dies but Brooke. Well, I mean Brooke dies too, but he comes back. But yeah, there you go. All right. Well, so there is
our Mr. Veto in the Bank 2011 is Chris Larios.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world.
Look forward to seeing what you subject the both of us to.
I want to retroactively use my veto in the bank to bring back Hard Boiled Cop and Dolphin.
No. No, that match was called a week ago, Chris. You can't in on a series.
I want to make a Street Bone Collection again. Damn.
Oh, man. I think we're done.
All right, that's it. So, again, guys, there is no recording of this episode for the podcast. There'll be a recording of this on Twitch. And we're going to save it there. So if you hear anybody say they couldn't be here to see the live episode or something like that, just let them know that the recording will be on Twitch. I'm about to highlight it then. So everybody would be able to see it. But otherwise, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I hope everybody had fun listening to this. I know I had fun. I will note next week we'll be back to regular episode. I might be ready to do Golden Kamui then. I don't know if you are, so we'll have to talk about that then. But
I think I will be. Well, we'll see.
Okay. So we might be talking about Golden Kamui next week, but we'll also talk about everything else. I know there were some series that came out in the stretch. I think like a new Spy Family came out and things like that. So we might have we should have a lot of series to talk about next week.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Yep. But that's gonna do it, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time right here, twitch.tv/royalty. And Chris.tv, or no, never mind, that's it. Chris.tv/Chris.me. Goodbye, everybody.
Don't try and go to that website. It might give you a virus.
Yeah, no, don't go to it. Oh, Nick, do you have anything you want to throw out there, by the way,
Yeah, the podcast that I appeared on with Jeff is out. The Love It or Weep It podcast where we talk about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And so you can listen to how much both hosts of that show and myself really, really like it, even though I still haven't read the manga.
It's okay. It's been an incomprehensible arc for the past year, so, it's all good. All right. That is going to do it, guys. We will catch you next time. Twitch.tv/royalty. Have a great day, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.